Hello, everyone, and welcome to Learning English with News. You're watching English with Kitty. Real topics, real English. I'm your host, Kitty, and here on this channel, we dive into the hottest topics shaping our world today. Today's story has been lighting up the internet, not because it's scandalous, but because it's so human. A tech CEO, a Coldplay concert, and a kiss cam moment that got more attention than expected. The clip shows Andy Byron, CEO of Astronomer, sitting closely with colleague Kristin Cabot. When the kiss cam found them, their reaction? Caught off guard, a little awkward, and very telling. What happened after that? Well, the internet had a field day. But instead of just diving into the gossip, we're here to talk about the why. Why are we so drawn to moments like this? And how do public figures navigate personal moments under such a big spotlight? To help me unpack it all, I've invited my friend May. She's sharp, follows everything from breaking news to pop culture, and she's here to offer her perspective. Hi, May.
Hey. Wow, what a story. When I first saw the video, I actually paused and said, wait, is this what I think it is? Because their body language didn't scream friendly coworkers. It felt more intimate. And that moment they both pulled back, it didn't just look awkward. It looked unprepared. Like they were caught in a moment they didn't expect to be seen.
Right. For anyone who missed it, let's recap briefly. Coldplay was performing at Gillette Stadium in Boston. The kiss cam moved around the audience as usual, then landed on Andy Byron and Kristin Cabot. They were sitting very close. Some reports say their arms were touching, and their reaction when they realized they were on the screen was intense. The crowd laughed, and Chris Martin, Coldplay's lead singer, even made a playful comment. Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. And that one line set the internet on fire.
Exactly. That moment became bigger than the concert. But here's the thing. Whether or not anything personal is happening between them, the clip touched something emotional for people. Maybe it's curiosity. Maybe it's the thrill of a secret. Or maybe it's just seeing someone in a high position react so humanly. We all have awkward moments, but most of us don't have 30,000 people watching, plus TikTok.
And I think it's important to say, we're not here to judge them. Public life is hard enough. It's just interesting to explore what it says about us as a society, that these moments go so viral. May, how did people online respond?
Mixed reactions. Some people jumped straight to conclusions, calling it an affair, digging into LinkedIn, even sharing fake apology letters. Others were more empathetic. Some said, what if they just had a weird moment and now they're being picked apart for it? And I think that's fair. We forget that people in the spotlight still have emotions, families, reputations. One awkward moment doesn't define an entire person.
Exactly. And the company Astronomer later denied the fake apology circulating. They haven't made a detailed public comment, which might be their way of protecting privacy. So, how should we, as viewers, respond to moments like this?
With curiosity, sure, but also with compassion. Yes, it's natural to be intrigued, but also, we don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. A short clip doesn't tell the whole story, and no matter what actually happened, I hope both people involved are okay, emotionally and professionally.
That's such a thoughtful way to put it. It's easy to forget. These stories aren't just headlines. They involve real people with real relationships and real consequences. So instead of asking, did they cheat? Let's ask some slightly more creative questions. 1. Let's say, hypothetically, You're sneaking out with your secret someone to a Coldplay concert. Where do you sit to avoid the kiss cam? Back row? Behind a giant balloon? Or just dress like a Coldplay roadie and blend in? 2. If your friend got caught like this, what advice would you give them in one sentence? 3. Coldplay's lyrics say, "Nobody said it was easy," but do you think they ever imagined their concert would become the center of an internet romance mystery? Drop your thoughts in the comments, whether you're here for the drama, the psychology, or just wondering where not to sit at your next concert. Let's keep it light, respectful, and maybe a little funny. Because hey, we're all human, and life is a bit of a sitcom sometimes. And of course, if you enjoyed today's discussion, please like, subscribe, and join us again soon. We'll continue exploring the world not just through headlines, but through a more human lens. Well said. See you next time. Vocabulary time! Let's review some useful words and phrases from today's episode. Ready? Let's begin! Let's learn 3 English phrases that popped up in a viral concert moment with the help of these adorable cats. First up, caught off guard. That means you're surprised or unprepared. Look at this gray cat. She wasn't ready for the tea her friend just spilled. Next, awkward. When something feels uncomfortable or embarrassing, like waving at someone who wasn't waving at you. Yeah, that kind of moment. And finally, set the internet on fire. No, not literally. It means something went crazy viral online. Like that concert clip everyone's talking about. Total internet meltdown. That's it for today's lesson. Thanks for tuning in to English with Kitty. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's keep learning real English through real topics. See you next time!